Good stuff. Moving on, let's go into next week's matchups. Well, we'll save this one for the end, and we'll come back to it. But we'll go right off to Go Big or Go Home versus Swedish Sugar. What you got there, Josh?
Go Big or Go Home, Swedish Sugar. I have Go Big beating Swedish Sugar by 27 points.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot, and that's good. I mean, I think it could definitely happen. I think they're a strong team, and according to ESPN's line, Go Big's laying 37.5. Now let's move on to the next one. Let's go to Hockey Night in Canada versus the Con Crushers. Do we really need to talk about this one?
No.
We don't. We all know who's going to win that one.
We don't. I have the Con Crushers actually beating HNIC.
Yeah.
I do.
Me too.
Taking 0-3 Con Crushers.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I do not want to talk.
I do.
The Con Crusher. I'm sorry.
No, I looked at it. I looked at the matchups, and HNIC is going to actually
need to talk about this one.
Yeah, I guess we did. I actually have Con beating HNIC and hold on to your hat by 32 points.
You know why these matchups are a little off right now as I look a little further deeper into these lines that are getting. It's because we're on bye weeks, people, and you know what? Unless you change your lineup, Jason's only got 5 to his 10, so that's why Kong's laying 70.5 right now. It's a big line.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Cunt punt?
Cunt punt.
Cunt punt.
Cunt punt.
Cunt punt.
Cunt punt.
Cunt punt.
Cunt punt. All right, we got cunt punt taking on Towers Can't Catch a Break, even though we finally did catch a break, so maybe we'll change that name this week, Tower. You guys, this isn't. Oh, look, this looks like a barn burner.
Yeah,
right here.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
This is flip a coin time. Flip a coin. I'm going to stick with cunt punt.
I'm going with cunt punt. Actually, beating.
Because I like to say it.
Beating.
Cunt punt.
Beating cunt punt. Beating Chris's team by 43 points.
43. Wow. The ESPN line as it lays right now, we're sitting at 0.5.
Wow, I am way off.
Yeah,
I'm definitely no Greek.
Cunt punt's laying a half a point in this game. I mean, he's
things
laying.
can change, Jim.
It's just a hook.
Somebody might get hurt in practice.
They could. Moving on. We have Mother Lover traveling over to Chemo Sabi. So, what do you think here, Joe? Josh? I got Mother Lover, I'm looking Joe, and I got
Jim,
John.
how long have I known you? And I'm now Joe.
I know.
Gotta love that triple.
You gotta
love that triple.
He's still baffled at
Good stuff
right there. I still can't believe it.
Good stuff. I actually have triple. Where am I here in my notes? I guess I did not make a shrimple note.
I don't know. But shrimple, according to ESPN, is laying 65.
Yeah. I have him here. I have Mother Lover taking the win by 58 points.
Wow, I'm taking Chemo Sabi to win by 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I'd like to see some. So far, we agree on everything except
the Kong.
The Kong and the Mother Lover.
Yeah.
You got Chemo.
Yeah. So that's almost,
right.
We're getting close to half the league. Half the games.
You want to go to the Monsters of Midway matchup?
Against Slapping Big Gay George?
Slapping Big Gay George.
All right.
Don't change your name, please. Please keep it the rest of the year. I love it. I hope George does get slapped.
No, Joe will change it because Joe comes up with some pretty creative, nasty shit.
But I hate to say it, Monsters of Midway is going to win that one.
And maybe they are, but I'm not rooting for him, so I'm taking Slapping Big Gay George.
Because I would hate to see...
I'm taking Slapping Big Gay George to win by a landslide. I'm taking him by 35. Mark it, book it, Dano.
We're close. I have 28 points. I would hate to see him go 4-0 in my division. That would hurt.
It would.
But to the final matchup of the week.
Wow, we've been waiting for it. I guess I'm let me guess. I bet you're going to take You Got Spanked.
I'm taking You Got Spanked. I think it's going to be a tight matchup, but I'm taking my team beating you by 17 points.
I'm taking my new team name, Splat Attack on Feldy. I'm taking myself to win, and I don't care how much I win by, half a point, 1/10 of a point. A win's a win, and that's all I'm looking for this week is a win.
I hear you. A W is a W.
It is.
I would just like to say, I feel like this is going to be a tight race for the division wins. And shoot for the Super Bowl. Monsters of Midway looking good early, but there's a lot of teams out there.
Anything could happen.
It's going to be
injuries. Anything could happen.
Yes, exactly.
So
we still got a long way to go.
Moving on to our final thoughts this week, I want to give a quick shout out to the fantasy football or fantasy baseball playoffs right now, where we have George taking on Hockey Night in Canada, or the Dark Horse as he calls himself over there. It's just bizarre. Hockey Night in Canada, but he's got a Dark Horse. It's so cool. Anyway, But congratulations to you guys being in the World Series, and may the best person win.
Congrats. I'm rooting for George on that.
Also, games on at the house this weekend. You know, I know I canceled last minute last week, but just figure they're always on at the house until I say otherwise, in case I have to work.
What time is the game on this week?
I believe we got a noon start, but I'm not too sure.
Finally got a nooner.
And then also, let's get our money in, people. Let's just, it's time to start making some payments.
Make $40, $50 a week if you want to right now.
If you can't get it all, just get me something. Let me see something. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, because I want that money at the end of the year.
We all want that money at the end of the year. And to answer your other question, the game starts at noon. It's a noon start.
At noon?
It is.
That's a nice new picture you got there, Jim.
It is.
I like that.
That's your face. So that's what you're going to look at. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for tuning in this week to another edition of Fantasy Football Weekly. I want to thank Josh Feldy for joining me, Jim Marcantonio, the commissioner, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, have you got anything to say? I don't want to cut you off.
He's JM, I'm JF. I'll see you next week, Jim.
I'll see you next week,
Good luck.
Josh. All right, good luck.
Love this music, too. Did you get it all?
This is the part where we just act like we're doing something like they do on TV.
They also talk to each other. They have a lot of stuff.
I know, it's
No, they take their pictures.